We've been talking about power dressing last week and fancy dress and all that sort of thing. So dressing up for other relationships, Carlos. What do you think?
Yeah, look, it's an expression of ourselves, isn't it, the way we dress? It's one of those things, obviously, that it's quite unique, it's individual, it says who we are, you know.
Our style, our
That's it.
confidence.
Yeah. That's right. Fashion has been something that's been around for many, many centuries in one way or another.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's different things that we use clothes for. In war, of course, it's used a lot. And make, you know, as people, like, they paint their faces certain colours and it makes them more aggressive and so forth. But
and
also
clowns to be funny and make people laugh.
That's right. And it's a very human thing, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But in nature, of course, you see colours, how they work, you know, with butterflies and even with some mammals like leopards and so forth, and birds, you know, how they feel attracted to certain colours. So it's definitely important in our lives. And with clothes, we're capable of utilising not only the colours but also the type of dress that we want to portray for a certain moment. And in relationships, it's very important, I feel, when I speak to couples. And sometimes even role-playing can be very, very essential for the development and to reignite a spark, if you like.
Yeah, and even to say, you know, your husband might be at work or your wife might be at work all day and you might have the day off, but dress up before they get home, like dressing up so that, you know, you're really saying, well, you mean a lot to me, so I want to put my best forward.
Yeah. It's making a bit of an effort, isn't it?
Yeah, effort, that's the word.
And we talked about, you know, a few weeks ago about going into a job interview and dressing up in a conservative way, not too much, not too little, of course. But in daily life, I think it's very important.
It is.
And even for oneself.
Absolutely. That's the most important relationship, isn't it?
It's the most important relationship we have.
Yes, and dressing up to feel good about ourselves.
Yeah. Look, and you know, and women, obviously, you know, there's other things, you know, you do the hair, the makeup, but with men, you know, either you shave or do certain things, and you just feel great already.
Yeah. You
know, there's nothing you remember that feeling on a Saturday night when you know you're going to go to a party and suddenly you go, oh, yeah, time to get ready. You just feel so good. You have a shower, you know, you put a bit of music in the background, 80s
glass
music,
of wine or something like that.
Maybe a little glass of something.
If you're not driving.
Yeah. Maybe you're on the phone to a friend at the same time. Hey,
what are you wearing?
Yeah. What a
Women
great
used to
time.
do that.
You just feel that anticipation. And you start dressing up. You go, what am I going to wear this, that? And then it's just a beautiful moment, isn't it? One of those moments that you really feel that life is worthwhile. You just had anticipation of something good. And the dress, the behaviour that comes before that party, the preparation
that's
is
all part
very
of it.
important.
It is, isn't it?
It's probably the nicest part of the whole lot.
Yeah. It's the most fun.
Yeah, because you just don't know what's going to happen. So you have all these visions and maybe fantasies. And so I think in daily life, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything grand, but you're right. Just give the person you love something different and something that will obviously ignite something different in the relationship. And clothes can definitely do that.
And really draw you together. Think, oh, that person really cares about me.
That's right, because or else sometimes we just get too comfortable.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
And it's sure, you know, there's times for tracky pants.
Yeah.
You know, Sunday night, you know.
Sure.
Also, you know, you're watching a movie, chill out, of course.
Lounging around together.
Yeah, you're right, Deb. I think there are times that, you can do something special. And clothes are very important. It's that non-verbal behaviour that we've been talking about.
It is.
We say a lot with it.
And just because something's in fashion, if you actually dress the way you feel, that's your style, that's who you are. You know, I know that's a lot of the time I'm a bit 70s, dressing, like I come from the 70s. Oh, I do. But it sort of makes you feel good.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be in fashion.
No, it doesn't have to be in fashion. It doesn't have to be in fashion, no. And I think obviously fashion is good for us. Obviously the young people are more into it. As you get a bit older, you want comfort rather than fashion. But there are times, I think we all have a special clothes to go to. It's a suit or a jacket, or something that we have that. Yeah, tonight I'm going to wear this, and you're going to feel
make
good.
An appearance here.
That's right. That's exactly right. And yeah, they say, that saying, what is it? The clothes don't maketh the man, but in a way it makes you feel good. And that's what it's about. It is, isn't it?
Well, thank you for coming in, Carlos. Are you having some time off in the school holidays?
Yeah, we'll be doing a few things, taking a bit of time off, always trying to catch up on work as well.
Yeah.
But definitely trying to, mostly with family and friends.
Good on you, because you do so much for people out of work time as well in your own time. I know that.
Yeah, look, you get into a certain routine and you...
Voluntary?
You try to fit some things in. As you know, the more you give, the more you receive back.
Yeah, you're a very caring person, and we really treasure you here at Coast FM. I know our listeners do as well. I've been getting a few phone calls about you saying how much you're helping. Thank you, Carlos.
Oh, that's great to hear. That's what keeps me going.
We'll see you after the holidays then?
For sure.
Okay, a beautiful song, Carlos, that you've chosen.
Yeah, I thought it's just perfect, isn't it?
It really is.
Because it's a story.
Great colour too.
Yeah, it's a story about a couple. They've probably been together for a long time, but it's the husband just noticing his wife in her beautiful red dress.
Yeah.
Beautiful story, and so insightful of what we've been talking about on how something can just draw your attention, even if it's someone that you've been with for 30, 40 years.
That's right. Reignite the spark.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Krista Berg, the lady in red,